Angela, I agree, that was way too far. I was not expecting that, actually. That was disgusting. What happened? Jordan showed two people's ultrasounds, two other people, like I'm assuming her friends or whatever's ultrasounds, and then showed mine, and they were talking about how my baby doesn't look like a baby, and I'm pregnant with a turtle, and there's abnormalities with the baby, and just really, really disgusting things were said about the baby yesterday in her live, along with the comparisons to the ultrasounds. So however, everything's perfect with the baby, and that's the terminology my doctor has used. In fact, on Monday, that everything is perfect. Baby is developing just like babies should be. Measuring right on track. Nice, strong heartbeat. Everything looks perfect. So, yeah, my heart breaks for this baby because this baby is being bullied before even being brought into the world. You can't tell me that's not bullying the baby. You're surprised Garrett is okay with all that? I'm not. Yeah, Lindsay, exactly. So, yeah, Garrett wanted the picture of the ultrasound so he could look at it better and talk to his OB friend. Yeah, he's finally found somebody he could sit with, and congratulations to him. Happy for him. Happy that he found a friend group that'll accept him. That he was never a friend. See a doctor or something? Resident. Not even a doctor yet. He's a resident. He has to complete his residency before he can become an actual doctor. So no, he's not a doctor yet. Passing times. Yeah, never a friend, ever. But I do remember every moment on the nights with you. But the picture that I have this week, and I even looked, I'll tell you all this much. Every time she's live, that's all she talks about. It's so weird how fixated she is. Must have no life, right? Yeah, I'm not even 20 weeks yet. I'm not even out of the first trimester yet. Pam, that I don't know. I will show you, this is not my ultrasound. I will state that. However, I came across this on, is it this one? Hold on, let me see. That's 9 weeks. That's not the one I'm looking. This one, I will tell you, that's similar to what mine looks like this week. That's not my ultrasound. It's one I came across on TikTok at 10 weeks. Not my ultrasound, but I will tell you this is similar to what my current ultrasound looks like, but this direct one is not mine. Before y'all switch and turn that into a million different things. I got messages yesterday from people that it was like, hold on. It was about me faking up my pregnancy. I don't know where that came out, because I think they were looking at my ultrasound again and assuming I was faking my, I don't know. They're like, does that even have her name on it? Like, I don't. Clearly pregnant. Hi, Taylor. Can me and you battle? Sure. You want to get on? Well, unless you have a different account, I don't know if you can. Yeah, we're back on the faking. We thought faking. That's what they were saying, that I was faking my pregnancy. Then all the proof that I have, the amount of blood tests I've done with my HCG levels that I've shown, all that stuff, proved I was actually pregnant. But then now we're back to, after looking at my ultrasound, now we're back to me faking it again. I didn't see your question, I'm sorry. Oh no, Savannah, are you okay? Do you need to talk about it? I know you've sent me a few messages and I'm really not the best at responding sometimes, but I'm here for you and my heart absolutely breaks for you, and I'm so sorry that you're going through a rough time, genuinely. No, I will not show my ultrasound on here ever again. Can you see my question? Ultrasound. What do you mean, biggest girl? Sorry, I'm not sure what you're asking. What makes me mad is what makes people think that you're faking your pregnancy. That is just great. Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. That's not something I would do. That's not something I am doing. Oh, how did she get the ultrasound? I had shown it on here. My 9-week ultrasound I had shown on here for you guys. That's where I went wrong. I shouldn't have shown it. And I guess she gathered other people's ultrasounds. She's like, this is Ashley's ultrasound at 9 weeks, and this is somebody else's ultrasound at 9 weeks. And then this is Allie's ultrasound at 9 weeks. It also depends on the position of the baby. Her name might be filtered, if I'm being honest, Vegas girl. But that's how she got the ultrasound. They're in here now. Screen recording, streaming, or screenshotting as well, y'all. Wait, what did Savannah say? I'm sorry, I missed it. That's when I had a baby. So you had the baby at 6 weeks. I'm so sorry, Savannah. My heart truly, truly breaks for you. I unfortunately understand, but there's nothing anybody can say that takes that heartache or pain away, but just know you're not alone, and I'm here for you, and so are others. Yeah, so Alicia, they've taken the complete and utter joy out of my pregnancy, but I'm to blame for allowing them to have that kind of power, to be honest. Exactly. Each pregnancy, each ultrasound, each baby is completely different. Measuring right on track. Everything is perfect. So very strong heartbeat as well. Monday it was 169 beats per minute. So. Yes, very strong baby, which we knew by the HCG levels, y'all. My HCG levels. Unfortunately, one did not make it. I keep pausing. Really? There's been assumptions going around that the baby never formed. Both babies were formed. Both babies were in their own sacs. One had a heartbeat, one didn't. We were giving baby B a chance to catch up. And then when I had gone back for the other ultrasound, it just wasn't there. Nisha, I hope I said your name right. I am so sorry, truly. Me too, Vegas girl. I'm just gonna finish with college. Just isn't meant to be right now. I know, Savannah. I'm so sorry, genuinely. Like, that's all I can say, because I know nothing else I can tell you will take the hurt away, and I'm so sorry, genuinely. I understand that pain all too well, and I'm so sorry. Hi, Nikki. I'm very, you know, even though baby B, as of, I mean, there's still that chance, since I am still early, there is a chance, like, sometimes the babies can hide for a little bit, you know, so there is a chance that maybe it is hiding, but I'm not gonna hold on to that or hold out hope for that. I'm very, very blessed and very, very lucky to have one healthy baby right now. And I hope, so it's different when you're pregnant with twins. This is how they explained it to me. Essentially, the baby that made it absorbs the baby that didn't. Because I asked the same question. I was like, am I gonna have to get the baby out? Am I gonna have to miscarry that baby? Like, how does that work? And they told me no, since there is two babies, that essentially the one that is doing well essentially absorbs the one that was not doing well. Prayers, Carly. I'm sorry you had to experience that. Exactly what was told to your sister, yeah. Because I didn't know. I was like, am I going to have to go through that? And luckily, I don't have to go through that again, but... Thank you, Savannah. I appreciate that, girl. And I'm just really, really sorry that you went through that. Oh, you will see two attachments? Really? Thank you, Nisha. I'm trying. Honestly, I really want to get into yoga classes. I really want to do yoga because I feel like overall, like with my mind and body, that'll just help me through this pregnancy. Benzos has actually nothing to do with the loss. That's a disgusting thing to say. Y'all are gonna have to answer to God one day. I just hope you know that. I just hope y'all know that. I hope you're ready to answer all of his questions he has for you. I really do. Because guess what? I'm strong in my faith. I've already answered to God. I've already prayed to him. I've already asked for forgiveness. I've already been saved. If you look up anyways, benzos don't actually cause miscarriage, by the way. In fact, my OB told me if I need to take my benzos, as long as I'm not taking them every day, then I can. They're trying to push you. My question is, what are these people's end game? What are the genuine question? What are these people's end game? Is their end game in like, this is going to be a trigger warning right now? Trigger warning. Is their end game for me to unalive myself? Is their end game for me to harm myself? Not saying those are things I'm going to do, because I'm not. I'm just saying, is that their end game? Because they have to have an end game, right? What are they going to be satisfied to do? Like, what is going to satisfy? Savannah, thank you. I ask myself that all the time. What is their end game? Genuinely. Because my question is, I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I had bullied somebody on the internet to the extent that they took their lives or harmed themselves in any which way or attempted. I personally couldn't live with myself. I would not. I have bullied people. You're absolutely right. I sure have. I bullied Gabby and Danny. I've bullied a lot of people. I sure have. I have. In the past. And I've apologized for that. I've apologized for the slurs that I have said. I've apologized for the gestures that I have done. I truly have. And I truly am sorry. And I truly am trying to do better. Hurt people, and I've been hurt for a long time, and I'm trying to heal from that hurt so I don't hurt people. But you're absolutely right. I have bullied people. I absolutely have. And I feel bad about it. I really do, and that's not something I want to do. Genuinely. I want to be a kind person. I want to show kindness to people. I want to be kindness. And I don't want to continue doing that stuff. I don't. Genuinely, wholeheartedly, I don't want to be that person. Either you guys can forgive what I have done and move on alongside me, or keep holding grudges, which is only going to harm you. Grudges have nothing to do with me, genuinely. I don't deny the things that I have done or said. You can make that change regardless of what others people think. I have made changes. Okay, Savannah, I hope you have a good night at work. Message me if you need to. I love you too, Heather. Thank you. I am gonna stick to what I'm doing. I've apologized a million times, and I don't know how much more a person can apologize for the same things. Truthfully. Hi, Marie. I've made mistakes. I've hurt people. I've hurt a lot of people. I've hurt my family. I've hurt friends. I've hurt people, strangers on this app. I've hurt a lot of people. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to do better. I want better for my page. I want better for my platform. I don't want my baby to grow up and hate or be hateful or be a bully or be mean to people. And that starts with me. I have self-reflected. I know I've been the problem. Genuinely. I have been. In a lot of situations, I've been the problem. All anyone can do is show the change. We all make mistakes. We absolutely do. And that's why I'm a very forgiving person. I forgive a lot of people. Thank you, Lainey. Hey, girl mama. I can't keep apologizing for the same things. Thank you, Christina. I know I have done wrong. I've admitted it in the past, but I guess for the people who, didn't tune into those lives or hear that, I'm here to say it again. The way I went about even the Gabby situation was wrong. I should have never called CPS online. I should have never done that. I should have never called Walmart to get her groceries. I should have never done those things. And I know that. I did it one time, realized it was wrong, never did it again. I've gone about things, I've had good intentions, but I've gone about those things in the wrong way. But I'm learning to even forgive myself. I talk to friends off of this app, and I'm like, I even tell them, like, that was poor taste. I shouldn't have done that, especially on the internet. But they won't screen record this. They won't screen record it, and that's okay. Luckily, there's 438 people who are witnessing this. And I know not everybody is here with good intentions or willing to forgive. But I know there's been a lot of like, well, why hasn't Allie apologized to Feisty about the whole mocking the DV thing? Where would that get me? Where would that get me? Do I feel like I went about that the wrong way? I do feel like I went about that the wrong way, absolutely. But if I were to reach out to her and apologize, it's not going to do anything. She's not going to quit. She's not going to forgive. Did I fake DV? No, I never faked DV. I've never been in a DV situation. I've never faked it. I've never claimed to be in a DV situation. No, absolutely not. I would never fake something like that. That's not who I am. Apology is not about you. It's about who you did wrong. Yeah, absolutely. But I just know that it's just not... I don't even have a way to contact Feisty if I wanted to. But I just imagine, like, for example, when they're in their live, if I were to request a box to get in the live and apologize to Feisty, I would get completely demolished. Would you want someone to call CPS on your child? So, in all honesty, I felt like in that situation, CPS needed to be notified due to what I was witnessing. I just don't think it should have been done on live. Yeah, Glenda, exactly. We say things in the heat of the moment, and I've done that a lot. I've done that a lot. There's no justification for that, though. If I get that upset and that angry, I just need to log off. If I feel like I need to say things out of anger and I'm just so upset that I'm gonna say something that I regret in the future, I need to just log off. Even if I have to just end the live in the middle of it. And I need to realize that. Maybe Feisty would do the same. Do the same what? Sorry, I don't know what you mean. You apologize, you cannot rewrite the past. All you can do is do better moving forward, and you are. Yeah, it's really just hard to do better moving forward when things are constantly dangled in front of you that happened months ago. But I'm just asking y'all, give me a chance. Give me a chance. I did that today with my boyfriend today. I did that today with my boyfriend today. Say something in the heat of the moment to him and I didn't mean it. Lola, you're human and it happens. We get upset, emotions get out of hand. Don't beat yourself up about it. When you guys are cool, calm, and collected, come together. Just taking accountability and apologizing and changing your actions and your way of dealing with certain situations says a lot about a person and helps a lot of situations. Actions absolutely do speak louder than words, Sarah. You're absolutely right. Good, Lola. I'm so happy to hear that. You're a human. Everyone makes mistakes. It's life. You're absolutely right. I've made a lot of mistakes. And I genuinely, beat myself up about some of them a lot of the time. I even sometimes like see videos of myself come across my FYP and I'm like, that was poor choice of words, or that was, for example, the video with my legs in the air and stuff, like that should have not been done on live. That was very poor taste and definitely not something that should have been filmed. So, no, I'm actually not going to block you because you came about it in a respectful manner, and I appreciate that. That had nothing to do with me, so I didn't ask Doodles to get in the box, for one. Doodles and I are very close on and off the app, so it upsets her. After the ultrasound thing came about last night and people talking poorly about my unborn child, that is when she got very upset. I don't know where the whole me contacting Garrett's job came into play, because that was never something I've said, and I don't think that was something Doodles had said either. Now, I know she had said, I don't want to call you out on here, or something along those lines, and what she meant by that is him using the F slur, which were the screenshots that I did post on my Instagram, the conversation between him and I. So we never had any intention to, I'm not here to try to ruin anybody's life. That's not my intention. I don't plan on reaching out to his job. I never planned on it. I really don't know. I never said I was going to ruin his life. I said I had something up my sleeve, but I gave no tips or hints on anything. That literally could have been anything, you know? So I don't have people in my boxes speaking badly about others or saying anything out of line. That wasn't in my, that was not something in my life. Sorry. Lost my train of thought. Oh, Doodles is right on here.
Hey, so first of all, I want to make it very clear that last night I was very upset with the whole going over these sonograms and putting fear and speaking ill on, a baby, and insinuating that it wasn't developing right, and insinuating that, I'm going to take that sono and go to an OB doctor, and all of that is just a little too far. So if anybody knows me well, and I'm sure a lot of you don't, but if anybody knows me well, the other night somebody was talking ugly about Feisty in her situation, and I got in the box because I was like, it's not okay to bring Feisty's child into anything. I think it's disgusting. Again, on that live, I said I'm not a Feisty fan, but that's too much. It's just not okay. And they weren't even telling her story correctly, because I've heard her story. I've heard her tell it. So I didn't like it, and it was disgusting, and I got in the box and said so. That is what I have always done. And I've gotten the box before with Allie and said, Allie, please don't shut that person down or whatever. I don't like to see, genuinely do not like to see people hurt. It bothers me deeply to see other people hurt. It just does. I don't know. I don't like it. So it doesn't matter who the people are, right? Now, again, I did that when the situation was going on with Feisty. And again, I'm not friends. I didn't have to say anything, but I just felt like nobody was going to speak up. And so I did. With Allie, it was, I don't like to talk about things that are personal on the app. I just don't. And that was what I was trying to get across to Garrett last night. I have other things that I wanted to say to Garrett that were not just what was posted. I had other things that I wanted to talk to him privately about, because I'm not about on live trying to destroy him. That's not what I want to do. I wanted to talk to him privately. And I asked several times, or I invited that several times to him. I said, hey, if you want to talk, offline, I'm more than willing to do that. If you want to talk to me offline, I'm more than willing to do that. I said, as a human to a human, I'm asking you to please don't allow the whole baby thing in your life. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. It causes other people. It's not just Allie. Okay. There's other people that watch. I realize that a lot of you might not understand that when you're in a box and you're on TikTok, there's 418 people in here. Things can be triggering for other people, right? And so you have to be careful that you don't trigger other people. You don't hurt other people. You have to be careful of that. And so, for somebody that's already been through that, I feel like they get a thrill from being and doing things that are hurtful. And that's disgusting to me. And I don't like it. Okay, I'm going to say this a million times because I've said this a million times. Allie and I have a personal relationship off of TikTok. We talk about anything and everything. We do. She is more than comfortable to tell me if she feels like I've done something wrong. I'm more than comfortable to tell her if I feel like she's done something wrong. Never would I get on this app, ever get on this app and say, well, you did this and you did that and I did this and I did that. It's just not, it's called being mature, right? It's called having like a real friendship and not treating people that even don't treat you well, treating them well. I don't come after any of those people. I don't mess with any of those people. I said it a million times in the live the other night that I feel like all that they do is trash people, that it was trashy, that I didn't like it. I don't stand for it. And I wouldn't stand for it or like it any other live either. I just don't. It's disgusting.
And I want to make this clear too. She did not call anybody in the comment section, Garrett, Jordan, nobody trashy. She said that the behavior is trashy. They twisted and turned that into making it seem like she was calling them trashy. And that is not what happened.
No, I did not do that. And I also said 3 times that I did not do that. And so the fact that if anybody knows me at all, I'm going to get in the box and I'm going to say, hey, stop, please don't do that. That's hurtful. And that's all I was doing last night, was telling Garrett to please stop. And I asked him if he wanted to talk to me offline. And I said, I'm not going to say things on here that are going to be harmful to him. And I'm not. And I didn't, because that's not who I am. So what they do now is they turn and twist all of that, I threatened him. I don't. Why would I threaten you? Why? What would be my end game to threaten someone? For what reason?
I also want to make it very clear, neither Doodles and I said that we were going to contact his job. We don't even, I've done nothing, and I can show text message proof if you guys want, but protect him, because I was getting DMs from people that were trying to, like, when I say people, I mean people on Jordan and Vicey's side who were wanting personal information about his employer. And Garrett would occasionally give more information than he needed to be giving on social media. And I have text message proof of me saying, do not talk about your job. Do not talk about your employer. Like, I'm getting messages, and I think it was in the screenshot that I posted on my Instagram. It might not still be up. I don't remember. I know it only stays up for like 24 hours. I don't know if it's already been 24 hours or not, but I've done nothing but try to protect him, protect his job, and protect his reputation as a doctor, because these people will. Wait, show the proof they are messaging you so they know. Proof of the messages, as in people messaging me about it, like about wanting to dox. him. Why did I call him a dog walker? Bro, because I called him that because he wants to sit with this group of girls who have been hating on me for months and months and months, and it's about to be years and years and years at this rate because they're not willing to move on. Okay, it was just something funny that we had said.
The bottom line is we have talked about this offline. What is the end game? I don't understand it. The whole awareness thing is bullshit. When you want to do an awareness video, so you do an awareness video, but like making your entire life about like saving screenshots and saving like live videos and like screen recording and like having these different like groups off TikTok and like just making like bad stuff. It's just not who I am. It's just not who, it's gross. It's gross. I wouldn't be proud of that. And I don't know how anybody could be, but.
And all we're doing too, like for example, that evening that a bunch of people came in here and they're like, oh, you think it's okay to use the F slur and stuff. That was literally from December. Okay. And they're not spreading awareness. They're opening old wounds. They're hurting a whole new group of people who have not tuned in before or who have not watched them or me before. All they're doing is triggering them. That's all they're doing, because those are incidences I've already apologized for.
Well, the thing is they don't realize how many people that they hurt, that silently sit there and are hurt by the things that they say and do. And that's sad to me.
Yeah, and let me tell you what really threw me off last night. Garrett had said that I was doxing and body shaming somebody like the night before last. Can anybody enlighten me on that? Because that never happened. I have doxed one person and one person only, and that was Jordan, and that was by accident, and that does not even count anymore because her and I had an entire friendship afterwards. We apologized. She had apologized to me for her behavior, and I had apologized to her for my behavior. And she had forgiven me.
Apparently not, right?
No, but exactly.
That's the thing.
That's why at that point, that's irrelevant. Me doxing your whatever, it was completely accidental. I did not realize that the address was on that page, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't look. They were like, oh, that's not Jordan's dad. I'm like, oh yeah, you want to bet? And I showed the screen, not even realizing that the address was there.
Right. Well, and the thing about it is again, none of us are perfect. None of us have clean records as far as we've never said anything ugly, or we've never treated somebody bad, or we've never been this or that. All of us in here have. We all have. We've all made mistakes. We've all apologized. We have to forgive ourselves.
Debbie too. Deborah is a different ball game. Did I dox her? I absolutely did. I actually forgot about that because that was so long ago. But absolutely. Did I dox her? Absolutely. She came. She told me I was to blame for my boyfriend's death. She had told me that thank God took my baby out of this world. That's what Deborah said. So I did not give two flying fucks about that bitch. My question is about the disability and children with disability. What's your what do you mean, Jaxie? What is your question in regards to that? You guys ask your questions, and my moderators, I appreciate y'all being here. Definitely, if things get out of hand, please mute and block. However, let's allow people to ask their questions. Someone said that you were. Someone said that I was what? That I was like mocking it. I did a hand gesture. Okay. I won't obviously do it again, but I did a hand gesture. It was in poor taste. It was Betsy's live I was watching. Thought she was being stupid. I did it to show that she was being stupid. I have already apologized for that, and I'll apologize again. It shouldn't have happened. It was in poor taste. It should have never happened. It happened one time, and one time only. Never have I done that again, because it was wrong. And I won't do it again. And again, that was something that happened December, January, something like that. But yeah, that's what happened there. It was wrong.
You know the difference that everybody's like, why do you support Allie? Like, why do you support? I can't believe, like, I've been raked over the coals and have said nothing, done nothing to these people. Everybody asks me that. You want to know why I support Allie? You're looking at it right now. Because Allie takes accountability for the things that she's done. She goes, yes, I did that, and that was not cool, and I shouldn't have done that, and I'm sorry. And that's what she does. I have yet to see any one person on that other side that has ever taken accountability for what they do to her every single day, hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of investing your time and energy into making groups, to making memes, to making jokes, to body shaming, to doxing her address, to all of that. I've never once seen any one of those people ever get in a box and say, you know what I've been doing to Allie is really shitty, and I'm sorry. Never once.
In all reality, we all could, if they wanted to, we all could call a truce on literally everything. And calling a truce does not mean we have to be besties, or we have to be friends, or we have to follow each other, or be unblocked, or anything along those lines.
I would like to address this. Didn't I have a conversation with Minnie about Allie a week ago? Hope that you all of you.
Ashley, I don't know who Ashley is.
I hope you all have those messages. I hope you have all of them. I was very clear in that. The very same thing that I've said here on live, that I don't agree with everything, but that I love Allie. I support Allie. I'm behind Allie. I told in that message too that I just don't like to see people hurt. I actually apologized to Minnie because she told me that what had happened in the box that night with that Riz guy, that she was actually dealing with something else. So I said, regardless, you got your feelings hurt, and I'm sorry about that. So I did have a conversation. It wasn't a week ago either, by the way.
Hold on, Doodles. Do we know an Ashley?
I don't know Ashley. No, I don't know an Ashley.
Ashley. Miss Red, do you mind going into a little detail with that? Because I don't know an Ashley. Yeah, Ashley, hold on. Maybe you can give me an idea. Boxing Ashley. Ashley. Now, how long ago was that? Ashley who? Ashley. I really don't know an Ashley.
I don't know an Ashley.
That's gonna drive me nuts, because I definitely don't think I've doxed an Ashley, but if you can, help me recall who that is, then I've never heard of an Ashley. Yeah, I mean, I've heard of Ashleys, but not, like, I don't know of an Ashley. Yeah, such God last night. I don't agree with that, but wouldn't bash. But maybe she's in the wrong account. Yeah, I never heard of that Ashley.
They were mocking God and Jesus last night. I don't agree with that.
You tell someone you would do the hand gesture over and over again after being attacked in regards to doing it. I don't even, guys, okay, I have a really bad memory. I'm not going to lie. I have had numerous seizures, which has caused me to have a bad memory. But if you're referring to things from December, I don't even fully remember those things. I do remember, like, the major things, like doing the hand gestures. I don't remember. I mean, I'm assuming I had said something along the, wait, as someone that went through it, you hurt so many people by that, and I'm sorry. Like, how many times do I have to say it? I know I've hurt people. I know I have hurt people. I know I've hurt a lot of people, and I'm sorry. And I'm trying to do better. Genuinely. I have a baby in my belly, guys. I want better for my baby. I want better for myself. I want better for my platform. I don't want to spread hate. I don't want to be known as that. I don't want to be that person anymore.
I've got to hop down because I've got something to do, but I just want to say that and I've said this to Allie offline, and I hope that everybody in here, hears this. Hate will only hurt you. It doesn't hurt the person that you're hating. It only hurts you. It doesn't do anything good for you. And it's not good to carry that around because it will spill over into your real life. It really will. Hating somebody and being obsessed with somebody and being doing all the things that are being done really does spill over into your own life. It makes you on edge with other people. It makes you maybe have problems with other people in your life, other relationships.
Hold on, Zoodles. I don't know how quick you have to jump down. C is trying to get your attention in the comments.
I don't know who C is, but okay. And I'm not running away. I don't know if you know this, but I do have like a family, so I'm not on here all the time. So I'm not running away, and I didn't ignore you. But if you want to ask again, I'll be more than.
Can you ask again, C? No, not you, C. The C. That one. Hi, Dave. No problem. Yeah, no. If you could re-comment. I honestly wasn't really looking fully at the comments.
So if you'll re-ask, I'll answer. But then I really do need to get off of here. I have people to take care of.
Yeah, no, I understand, Doodles. Hopefully she'll re-ask. That way we can. Hey, I'd like to put it all out on the table right now and answer anybody's questions. And I've asked my mods to not go on a blocking spree or a muting spree because I want you guys to ask your questions. As long as you do it in a respectful manner, I will be respectful to you if you're in return respectful to me. Okay, wait. He said, why say others are triggering yet don't confront your friend regarding the other day?
What are you referring to?
Hey, don't worry, be happy. There's Ashley. Who's Ashley? Oh, that's not the Ashley they're talking about, I don't think. Hey, Ashley. Hi, Birdie. Birdie. Sorry, I said Birdie. Bertie, sorry.
Okay, I asked what you were saying, what you were asking about.
Standing 10 toes here, but call out other people. Double check.
When say others are triggering yet, don't confront your friend regarding the other day. You literally make no sense. You talk about other lives, but not here. What?
Referring to the picture she showed. What picture are you referring to?
But call out other people. What are you talking about?
So somebody said, yes, I agree. You were so quick to judge others, but what about holding Allie accountable?
Okay, I'm going to repeat this for all those in the back that may have just joined and didn't hear it. I have had conversations with Allie offline several times about the different things that I did not agree with. That's.
Yeah, see, are you able to come? Oh, sorry. Are you able to come up in a box by chance?
Yes, Morgan, I will absolutely answer that question too. I just did a minute ago, but you might not have been here. I wanted to talk to him offline. I didn't want to say things that would at all make him look bad. So I told him that I didn't want to talk about that in his live and that I wanted to talk to him off live. I said that several times, that I said, I don't want to talk about this here, but if you want to talk to me offline, you certainly can.
Well, hey, see, if you're able to come up here and speak respectfully to the both of us, I have no issue with you coming up here. As long as you can speak respectfully to us, just be civil. We'll answer your questions to the best of our ability.
I didn't want to expose him. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to talk ugly about Garrett to him. That's not what I'm want to do. I want to do it offline. Is that a bad thing to say, like, I don't want to talk about all of this and expose all of the things?
Doodles, they think the reason you want to talk to him offline is to manipulate him. That's what they think.
Okay, well, that's their thought.
Steve, do you mind just coming up here? That way we don't miss your comments and stuff. I can invite you. Again, I just ask everybody in the boxes to just be respectful to one another. We can have a civil conversation. I invited you to come up here if you would like to join. I'm not sure Chalk, did you not mean to request? Anybody who wants to come up here and have a civil conversation, y'all are more than welcome to. But I will tell you, you will get kicked from the box if you can't have a respectful conversation or a civil conversation. See, no, I definitely recognize you. I know you used to be a supporter of mine. Hence why I won't join the box. Okay, I just figured it would be easier instead of commenting back and forth. That way your comments aren't missed, but I don't think she wants to come up here, y'all, and that's fine.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what she's referring to, so I don't know. Okay, but I really do need to go. Okay.
Yeah, okay, Doodles.
Okay,
Come back whenever you want, okay?
Okay. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
I get people are afraid of me going real life. The thing is, what I ask from my haters, I ask that you guys get screenshot proof or screen recording proof. Because, for example, I know last night in Garrett's live, people had said that I had said that I was going to ruin his life or end him. That's what it was, that I was going to end him. I had information that would end him, and that never happened. I'm not playing victim, Laura, sorry. I'm not playing victim. I have done some cruel shit. I sure have. So I don't think her intention was to threaten Garrett, okay? And I know she's sorry it came across that way, as well as I am. I will apologize for her as well. What she was referring to, because Garrett had said, oh, Allie's throwing around the F slur. Well, if y'all saw my Instagram story, hey, Rosa, are you getting on soon? He threw that word around and was completely okay at the fact that I had said it. When I said the F slur, I didn't call anybody that. He is a part of the community, but I still feel like it's not something that should be said, even if you are, but... And it may have came out as a threat. I don't know. I get it. Not a good look. I'm apologizing on behalf of her. I don't want to ruin Garrett's life. I don't want to ruin his career. I know he's worked very, very hard to become a doctor. I know it. That my intention is to not. I don't have any intention whatsoever, but that has been made up. People have commented that. That's why I ask for receipts. Ask for receipts. Genuinely. Ask for receipts. That way, I don't know. Ask for receipts, that way you know it was actually said. Because nobody said anything about ruining Garrett. I did ask Garrett money for rent. I sure did. I didn't know where else to turn to. He said if I ever needed anything to reach out to him. I'm not denying that. I absolutely did ask him for assistance because I didn't know where else to turn. Him not helping me with rent had nothing to do with our friendship ending. I was completely understanding of it. What do you mean, why did I lie then? Because I didn't. Me saying that I have something up my sleeve may have not even had anything to do with that, with Garrett. You guys don't know. There was no hints or anything. You blocked him. I did block him, not because of the rent situation, because that rent situation happened weeks prior. So he started reading. Do I still have my car? I do still have my car. You were speaking of him when you said that. That's why I asked when I said what. Hold on. Why are you even explaining yourself on anything you know you have changed and will continue to? I know, but again, like, in fact, Mr. Man said that he was going to call Garrett's job, and I told him not to. But you guys won't mention that, will you? I told him, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to call his job. That's what I said in that same battle. The same time he had said that. I know I've changed for the good. Can you scroll up and read my comment? Let me see. I'm trying to respond to everybody. But why block him just because he was in a box? If you valued his friendship, you wouldn't do that. So, I mean, in my opinion, if you're my friend, you're not going to go into my haters' boxes and discuss personal one-on-one conversations that we have had with them. He was also wanting to read and talking about one-on-one messages between him and I that were literally just him and I over text messages. He was in the box and never said a bad thing about you. Reading personal messages, talking about personal conversations that we had had with one another. He said nothing bad about you, and he may have not. I didn't say he spoke ill on me, to be honest. If he wants to sit with them, he can sit with them, but hey, Nina, he was agreeing with them. He was agreeing with them, and he was talking about personal conversations that we had between one another. And that's why he got blocked. It had nothing to do with anything financial. You use people until they no longer serve you, then treat them horribly. That's actually false. That's actually false. Ask Maddie how much money she's given me. Is Maddie in here right now? I never denied asking him for rent money. I denied the fact that he had sent me rent money. I think there's just a lot of miscommunication going on. Hold on, let me see if I can call Maddie. See if this is her. She might be busy, we'll see.
Hey, my phone's really hot, so I'm in slow motion.
Okay, I'm on live right now, but I have some questions for you.
Okay.
Okay, for the people.
Okay.
For starters, how long have we been friends?
As long as probably a year after I got on TikTok. I've been on TikTok since 2020.
Since 2020. Okay, so since
2021.
21, so about 3 years, right?
Yeah.
How many times have I asked you for money?
Not one single time.
How many times have you sent me money?
Never have sent you a fucking dime.
Okay. I think that might be my only questions.
And have we ever gotten into an argument? No, because there's nothing to fucking fight about.
Yeah, we've never gotten into an argument.
Anything else? Anything else while y'all got me on this live?
Huh?
I said anything else while y'all got me on this live?
Y'all have any more questions for Maddie? They didn't even really genuinely have the questions. I had the questions first. Because like everybody's like you use people until they can no longer benefit you. And so is she still friends with Garrett? She was never friends with Garrett. Actually, they never had any sort of connection. If you're referring to her. I left for 5 minutes. Vegas girl, you can't do that.
She's never asked me for anything, but
I've never asked her for anything other than an ear to listen.
have to be home and you'll be able to hear me.
Okay, no, you're fine. You can come get in my box or battle or something if you want when you get home. Oh, she's frozen. She's going through a bad area, but there's that. Me and Maddie have been friends for 3 years. Give or take. And I've never asked her for anything. As far as the Garrett thing, Garrett was heartbroken how you did him. And I'm sorry about that, genuinely. Does anybody want to get Garrett in here? I will absolutely unblock him and we can have a civil conversation.
Hey, really quickly, because I heard as I was logging off that you were saying that you were apologizing for me. So I don't want anybody to have to do that, and definitely would never want you to have to or feel like you needed to. So I am very, very sorry that my words last night were threatening in any way to Garrett. I absolutely did not mean that. It doesn't matter. There's no excuse. There's no but. So I'm very sorry to Garrett that happened last night, and I take accountability for that. I really wasn't trying to hurt him, and I just wanted him to shut down the sonogram talk and the baby talk. That's all I was asking of him. But regardless, again, no buts. Garrett, I am super sorry, and that's genuine from my heart. I'm super, super sorry for last night. I am. So, okay, I got to go now. But I wanted to make sure that you didn't have to feel like you had to do that for me.
Thank you. I'm trying to be the bigger person, so I appreciate it.
All right. Bye, guys.
I see a question. I can check messages. Just give me 1 second. I saw a message. Rosa has never sent me has never sent me money. Sorry, we got pregnancy brain going on over here. Rosa has never sent me money ever. Not for anything, not for rent, not for food, not for anything. If you don't believe me on that, let's see if she'll answer. And we can ask her for herself. I don't know if she'll answer.
Hello?
Hey, question.
Yo.
How long have we been friends for?
Shit.
I'm on live, by the way.
Okay.
These are questions for them.
Fuck. Well, I mean, like, what, two years? A year and a half?
Yeah, okay. Have I ever asked you for money?
No.
Have you ever sent me any money?
No.
Okay. All right, that's all we needed to know.
What the fuck? Well, why, though? What kind of questions are these?
No, somebody had asked if you had sent me money, and I had said no, that you have never sent me money. But figured it
And they
would
don't
be...
believe you? Do they not believe
Well,
you?
I don't know. I just figured it would be better to hear from the source themselves, so that's why I called
guys. I ain't got no money to send, chat.
you. Right? But all right, girl. I'll see you soon.
I love you. I'll be on later, girl, like 9 o'clock.
All right, love you. Bye.
All right, bye.
Would I be willing to unblock Feisty? Absolutely. Feisty or Garrett, whoever. Absolutely. If we can have a civil conversation, no yelling, no cussing, no name calling, absolutely. I will unblock Feisty and we can speak. If she needs me to turn off the comments, I will turn off the comments. Is that something she's willing to do? I would love to squash it all, if I'm being honest. Locked accounts. Let me see if I can find her. I will be respectful to her if she will be respectful to me. Garrett has given me $40 in total. I love Feisty, don't block me. I'm not blocking. You can love who you love, girl. I'm not like that. I did say that, Leah. And I probably shouldn't have. I know I shouldn't have. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even said probably. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have downplayed her DV situation. I shouldn't have even spoken on it because it wasn't my situation to speak on. I don't know what I said. I'm tired. Did I see your message? I'm so sorry. I'm going to look right now. I'm so sorry. Okay, I got your message. I responded. For him, I don't know what the heck I said. Hold on. I'm scrolling. I'm trying to find them. Raquel. Did I say that right? Raquel. Sorry, I'm not the best with my names. Colleen, is Feisty willing to come in here? Raquel. Oh my gosh. Raquel. Okay, sorry. Might have to bear with me. I didn't unblock them yet. I didn't unblock until I knew for sure. I guess the main account. Hold on, let me search it on here so it's easier to unblock. What's her main account? Which one? It's the 3.0, right? Okay, I unblocked Feisty Fireball 3.0. I think that's her main account. That one's unblocked. Does Garrett want to come up as well, do you know? Or is he able to? Because I can unblock him as well if he would like to come up here and have a discussion. Do I feel okay about all your friends that you cut out? I actually do. Thanks, C. I appreciate you. Yeah, I might have to turn the comments off, and that's fine. I'm not sure if she's okay with them being on or anything. But if she wants the comments off, then yeah, Pam, I'm okay. You impressed me, sister. Well, thank you. She's coming. Okay. Do we know about Garrett though? Did he want to come too? Because I hate that he's upset. I do ask, please double tap the screen, y'all, because if this does get out of hand in any which way, then yeah, you're right, Vegas girl, one at a time. If y'all could double tap, that way we don't. Okay, Colleen, that's perfectly fine. Thank you, Ryro. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. I know y'all are here for me. I appreciate you. I do. This is off topic, but what? Who's coming up? Feisty. You think Garrett's at work? Okay. Garrett is working, but Feisty is coming. Okay. I reported her. Reported who?
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so I want to start with my first question, and I want you to start being honest, because a lot of things that you have said, has not been the truth. Mm-hmm. And you do know that. I want you to tell all 500 people in here what I did to you that was so wrong for you to dog me for months while I did not a single thing to you.
So in all reality, I don't feel like I had dogged you for months, to be honest. Yeah, let me turn the comments off because I am going to get distracted. So give me just a second so I can give you my full and undivided attention. I really feel like, yes, you may have came up in some conversation because a lot of people would ask about you. I didn't feel like that I had dogged you or talked poorly about you up until you did come back to the app. Then that's when my beef with you kind of started because of you discussing me. But before we get into all that, I do wholeheartedly want to apologize to you for minimizing your DV situation, for mocking your DV situation. I, by the grace of God, have never been through something like that, but I couldn't imagine. That was definitely in poor taste, and it should have never happened. And I do sincerely apologize for that, genuinely.
And I appreciate that, but that's something that is non-forgivable in my opinion, okay, because of how severe my situation was. So,
I mean, I'm just apologizing. You don't have to forgive me, but that's where I stand with that. At least I can get that off my chest.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I wasn't going to say anything.
The fact is that you did that all because I came back to the app. That was what made you do that.
So that's not actually.
That is because I never went live about you, Allie, ever, until after you did that. I never once ever went live. And you brought up how people would ask, you know what? Whenever we had our falling out, what I did is I blocked you, like your name and my keywords, because I wasn't going to put our issues on live. But you did. You continued to do it for months. You can say that you never dogged me. There's multiple screen recordings from when I was off the app of things that you have said about me that I don't even understand why. Like it makes no sense.
Yeah, so honestly, I don't recall. I really don't, because it was a while ago. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I don't recall. As far as the whole mocking the DV situation that had happened, that wasn't that long ago. That was after lives have been posted about me. That was after you had been talking poorly about me in other people's lives. And I just felt like enough was enough, and I just snapped, and I chose a poor taste of words. And again, it shouldn't have happened. I should have, if I got that upset, and I said this earlier, if I got that upset in the heat of the moment, I should have just logged off. I should have just ended the live right then and there, calmed down, and then came back. But I didn't, and I can't take it back. And also, I know you were not the creator of my Discord group, but you eventually did take it over, and that was months prior to me saying anything on your DV situation.
No, but that was while you talked about me continuously. Also, the only thing I asked in order for me to come up was for you to be honest. And you weren't honest in explaining the DV situation, because I never dogged you in any single lives, ever. I literally went over to Jessica's chat and I said, tell Allie I said hi, and did she miss me? That was what started it.
My question, Vicey, why would you say that, knowing that, we had a falling out?
Because you were still talking on me, and I finally had enough with why I came
You said that to be messy, though. You said that to be messy.
Right. I did. Absolutely, I did. Okay. But the thing of it is being messy and saying, hey, Feisty said, hey, she's back, is no excuse to mock my DV. So you can't sit here and say that I was in lives, I was talking about you, because that is untrue and that is false information. Because I wasn't on the app at all.
You weren't on the app for months, and then when you came back, you immediately came back to dogging me. You were on the app for a little bit, and you had come on, and you were very upset, scared that I was going to figure out your information and dox you, and I came in your box to reassure you that that was never going to happen.
And what did you do right after that, Allie?
I'm not sure.
You don't remember sitting with Jordan and Queen and a few other people in the box while you searched up my information and then proceeded to lie after you found my background? Do you remember lying and saying that I had charges like Kia, knowing damn good and well that I didn't?
That's what I was told that you had said, actually. I don't even know your last name.
Allie, you literally believed people yesterday thinking that me and your mom were talking to lawyers and attorneys to take your child away.
Because that's not something that would surprise me.
But when are you going to stop listening to trolls? You literally listened to someone with 0 and 0.
I mean, I don't listen to the trolls too much, I'd say.
Clearly you do. You said that your whole mother was unalive to you because she was on the phone with me, and that wasn't even a true statement at all.
Well, it wasn't even just that. She's unalive to me for numerous different reasons, actually. I mean, you as somebody who I know has struggled with a relationship with your mom should, have some understanding as to how it is and how difficult it can be.
I mean, but my situation's a lot different. My mother,
and I don't know your situation. I don't care to know your situation with your mom or anything, but you also don't know the extent of my situation as well. Just because my mom comes in alive and says Allie was never abused, of course, abuser's going to say that. Of course. So.
But even with that,
I pretty much minimize your DV situation.
You didn't minimize it. You mocked it. is what you did. You made a mockery out of it. And then you went live after a week of being off the app to quote unquote apologize. And instead of giving a real apology, you went live and you said, I wasn't mocking DV, I was mocking Feisties. That was word for word what you said. That was your apology, Allie.
Well, I gave you a sincere apology with no justification just a few minutes ago, and you said it's unforgivable. So that's why I haven't apologized up until now, to be honest, because I knew that no matter what, you know, it was never going to be forgiven, and that's fine. Me apologizing, that doesn't mean we have to be the best of buds, you know, because obviously that'll never happen, and that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, I want to be at peace with myself, and that's why I am apologizing. And I do feel guilty for doing that because I understand that situation did hurt you, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry you experienced that. I'm sorry that, you know, you had to experience that not only on your own, but, you know, with the child as well.
You know, and even speaking on that, you want to bring up like the Discord. Do you realize how much shit that we have saved you from in that Discord? You realize that?
I mean, I'm not a part of the Discord, so I really don't know.
The Discord has been completely fine. Like, people haven't been awful in there until you did what you did. And you're still doing things. You're still, like, you literally tried to pretty much like blackmail, scare tactic Garrett last night.
That was not me. That was not me.
It was. You said you were talking to Mr. Man and you said, I have something up my sleeve. I'll text you, but don't repeat it. Is word for word what you said.
Yes, correct. I did say that. That does not mean that it had anything to do with that, for one. For two, I don't even know. I have tried to protect Garrett. I bet you he doesn't mention that to you guys, but I tried to protect him because I was getting DMs that people on your side was trying to find out more information in regards to Garrett to, I'm sure, try to contact his job or something. And so I tried to protect him by telling him.
I want to interrupt real quick. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But that was your people that were looking into him. For example, I have a screenshot from Sherry Little Poland, putting what he does for work in your chat for everybody to get a hold of.
And I've shut that down.
But the comment stayed there. Like, you didn't. No one even muted her to get the comment to disappear. And you had
all she had said was the type. She had said exactly what he has already said on live. What the type of doctor that he is what she had said. So to me, that was something he had already said. I didn't think that was something that needed to be immediately muted or blocked.
But why would you allow that, knowing that you were literally talking on him, so you knew that people were going to go after him for that? Like, that's not okay. That is not trying to protect somebody.
That was when me and Garrett were still friends.
No, it wasn't. Not when Sherry commented that. No, it was not.
Well, I don't recall, to be honest. I have a lot on my plate and my memory is trash, if I'm being honest. And that's not me making excuses. Sometimes I just need reminders on things that have happened, especially because a lot of things usually do happen in my lives.
But why are you all of a sudden so sorry whenever, like I said, you're still doing the same stuff? Like,
I'm trying not to, but you got to also keep in mind, if somebody's been the same way for so long, it takes time to change. It takes time. I'm going to mess up along the way, even making changes, even trying to do better. I'm going to mess up along the way. It's going to happen. And it has happened.
I will be the first to admit that. I know how that works. Okay. I'm an ex-alcoholic. Like, we all know. I have been riding a sober ride for over 200 days now, 6 months. Like, I get that it takes time to change, but Allie, every time you say that you're changing and we let off on you, you go right back into it. Like, you have said homophobic things, transphobic things. You've mocked DV. You've said the R slur. You've beat your hand on your chest. Like, all of these things. And
these are all things that I have apologized for and have never done again. The thing is, I can't take back what I've done, but I can apologize and never do them again. And that's exactly what I've done. I've apologized, and you have never seen me do a hand gesture like that ever again. It was wrong. It was in poor taste. It should have never happened. It was offensive, and I apologize for that to anybody and everybody that I offended. And I have never seen that or done that again. Sorry. As well as, yes, I did say the F slur back in December. I did not call anybody that whatsoever. However, yes, I did say it, confirming with Beck that that was the word that he meant. And I shouldn't have done that. But guess what? I said it one time and one time only back in December. Never once has that word exited my mouth since.
But you literally classify, and this is recent, you classified Michael as the queer one.
I don't recall saying that. I don't think that was ever said by me, if I'm being completely honest with you, Feisty.
It was. And what you don't realize, too, is the things that you say, people like Kaylee feed off of. So now Kaylee even went and started saying homophobic things to Michael. And Michael has came on your platform and expressed how hard his life has been for being a black man, not only a black man, but a queer man, both in one. And then you make remarks like that, and you don't realize how that can affect him. Michael has never...
Sorry, let me interrupt real quick, because you just said that it was offensive for me to have said the Q one, right? But you just called him that word.
Yes, with permission. We have all been discussing this. It's different whenever it's used in a derogatory way. I'm not liking the double
standards. Why is it okay for you guys? Like, for example, why is it okay for you to use that word, but I use that word, and I don't even recall using that word. And I'm sorry, but what Kaylee does, she's a 37, 38-year-old woman. I'm not even friends with the girl. I don't have any control as to what she does or what she allows on her platform. If she is calling him that, I'm sorry for him, but that has nothing to do with me. I mean, rubbing off on her, she's a grown-ass woman.
The difference is whenever I said it, I wasn't saying it in a derogatory way. You did say it in a derogatory way because you were upset with him. Those are two different things. It's
different.
different.
By chance have a screen recording of me saying that by chance?
I'm sure that I could go and ask Discord, and I'm sure it's in there.
If you could find that for me and DM me it, probably on Instagram. Because again, I don't recall at all saying that. But I don't want to completely deny it if it did happen, you know? I mean, hell, if Michael wants to come up here and have a civil conversation, he's more than welcome to. I will apologize to him if I did call him that. I have nothing wrong with people who, I'm a firm believer, love who you love. I don't care if you love the same gender, different genders, all the gender, like, I don't care. I really don't. Love who you want to love.
And that's fine, and that's how it should be. But like I said, whenever you use things like that in a derogatory way, that's when it becomes the issue.
And I get it. And I've said a lot of things out of anger. A lot of things out of anger. It's really hard when people are constantly coming for your throat every second of every single day. What's your question, Texas girl?
But that's how it was with me, Allie. I didn't talk about you. Even whenever I was still on the app, I never talked about you, and you continued. And I even got off the app, and you continued. You have brought up so much about me, my life, what I do for income.
I have recently, yes. However, while you were off the app, I don't feel like I really discussed you a whole lot. In fact, a lot of people had said that they thought we were still friends because it wasn't something I really discussed a whole lot.
I was literally off the app whenever you told people that I manipulate and use people with disabilities.
I also don't fully recall that, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
You have no remorse, you're selfish. You're referring to me? All you can do is apologize and take account. And that's what I've done. I'm not going to keep apologizing and taking accountability for the same things. I'm trying to do better for my platform. I'm trying to do better for myself, for this baby. Can we come to some sort of, sorry, I'm like so cold right now. Can we come to some sort of resolution with this conversation? I would love to, honestly. I mean, Feisty, heck, if you quit talking about me, I will quit talking about you. Genuinely. If you guys stop posting about me, streaming about me, discussing every move I make, talking about, I know it wasn't you directly who was talking about the baby, but Jordan yesterday.
Yeah, I wasn't even in there.
No,
I was in there and I said hi, and that was it.
I'm not blaming that on you. I know you weren't a part of that.
Yeah, a lot of things that you have blamed on me have not even been me, and you don't even realize that. Like, even whenever you were still talking about me, even in the Discord, I wasn't talking about you. The reason the Discord is still there is so many of us have become friends. Like, we just talk about everyday life half the time. We have a whole channel just to talk about shit. Like, that's why the Discord stayed up. And people let off of you whenever you said that you were going to try to change. And then it's every time you say you're going to change and you don't. If you show change, absolutely. I have no problems doing that. I'm tired of seeing multiple people be hurt by and affected by you. And not only other people, but myself including. Like, something's got to give at some point.
Yeah, and I understand. And I am trying to do better. It's just, again, when people are constantly attacking me, my address is constantly being dropped everywhere.
And I have lost my shit on that. Even last night in Garrett's live, I said, block that. We don't fucking allow that shit. That's not okay. Just like I would never in my life, Allie, wish any harm on you or your baby. Ever. Ever. Even whenever you had your registry, they started fucking with you, yes, whenever it was made, before you found out that you were pregnant. But the second you found out you were pregnant, I commented in Discord and I said, I don't want to see a single person in here fucking with her, because regardless, at the end of the day, that is an innocent child that will need whatever the baby needs.
Mm-hmm. But I appreciate that. I genuinely do. It's been messed with like 6 or 7 different times now. I finally have one up again. Because, I mean, you know my financial struggles, and this is something that I'm trying to get myself out of. I really am. I'm not asking for handouts. I'm not asking for assistance. I'm trying to work as much as I possibly can.
I just want to say, Kelly, clearly you didn't hear what Allie just said. I wasn't a part of any of that, and Allie's even aware. This is what I mean. Like, you guys try to pull me into shit that I'm not even involved in at all. There are certain things when it comes to Allie I don't want no part in. I don't want no part in doxing her. I don't want no part in making accounts with her address. I don't want any part in making accounts about her unborn child. Like, I do have morals and I have standards, and I'm not the shitty person that you guys are thinking. Kelly, I haven't been in anyone's live. I haven't been live on TikTok. I haven't done none of that at all. I also have a personal life, and I have a lot of shit going on in my own real life.
As do I. I have a lot going on. A lot on my plate. Probably more than the average person at this point. And I just don't need the added stress. I really don't, because all it's going to do is cause harm to the baby. And everybody already knows how terrified I am of something going wrong. I'm genuinely terrified of something going wrong. Everything is healthy with the baby. I don't appreciate my this wasn't you, but this was your friend. And you can't be held accountable for your friend's actions. I'm just saying, Jordan comparing my ultrasound to other people's ultrasounds as if one ultrasound is even the same. That's not ever how it is. Every ultrasound, every baby is different. My doctor says the baby is perfect. As far as the twin thing goes, I lost one. That's, if you want the complete honest truth on that, I lost one.
And I have said multiple times that my heart hurts for you, Allie, because I have had 3 miscarriages, and no matter how far along you are, it is just as hurtful as, losing a child that's on this earth. It's all still very, very hurtful. Very hurtful. And I have said that my heart hurts for you because this is now your second, and it's not easy. It's not.
It's not, and I'm blessed to still have one healthy baby inside of me right now, but it still, of course, hurts. And I've just been through so much pain that I don't show a lot of emotions, especially on here, because I know people are going to be ugly about it. So, and I hear people say, oh, the twin wasn't developed, and just a lot of the comments that are allowed are just disgusting. Truly. Both babies were formed. One had a heartbeat, one didn't. They were thinking baby B was just a little behind. They said that could very well be a possibility. And I know y'all don't believe what Doodles says, but Doodles was on the phone with me the entire time and heard exactly what the doctor had said. So unfortunately, yes, both babies were were developed in separate sacs, and the heartbeat just never caught up. And so hearing people say that I lied I got messages yesterday.
You did, though. You said 2 different heartbeats on one of your lives. You said baby A has, I think it was 160 something, and then you said baby B has 150 something. And for me, that's what's been really hard for me, coming from a woman who has had so many miscarriages, to hear you say 2 heartbeats after you said, that baby B was no longer there. That was what really got to me. And I was like, how can you continue doing that?
Okay, so let me again explain. When I went to the ER, that is when they had told me that there was twins. No, what, Tiffany? Hold on. Sorry, Tiffany's my sister. I don't know what she's talking about. No.
I wanted to address a comment, and Allie will be the first to agree with me. It was to, I think, Hannah. She said that I condone their behaviors because I pretty much hang out with them. And Allie, even whenever you and I were friends and you would do things that I would not agree with, what would I say?
I don't remember.
I tell you, I don't agree with this. Like, I don't want any involvement. But I still was friends with you. There were things that you did that you knew I didn't agree with. But I enjoyed you as a person.
I didn't claim there was 2 heartbeats exactly, Tiffany. I did not. But another thing I want to address, I had heard that the whole blackmailing standby thing. I'd like to address that.
You did tell me on the phone that you did not. You said anyone in my shoes would do the same thing.
Okay. As far as that goes, that video was turned over to his police department. Okay. That video was turned over to his police department. At that night, the night before, he had helped me. Obviously, I needed assistance with my rent. I had a extremely bad panic attack. And I had gone by ambulance to the hospital. And he had called me the next day because I was on TikTok, I believe, in the hospital, because being on TikTok when I'm in the hospital, because I don't have anybody to be there with me. TikTok has been my support system for years now. So he had heard about it from social media that I was in the hospital, and he said, I feel obligated to pay your ambulance bill. And I was like, no, like, you don't need to pay it. Like, it's not your fault. It was just a bad anxiety attack. It's nothing new. It wasn't your fault. And then he said, no, like he insisted. And so I told him, if you really insist on helping me, instead of you paying the ambulance bill, I would prefer if you could help me with my rent. And he did, but that did not mean that video was not turned over.
Sorry to interrupt you. Put up trigger warning. A lot of the chat's asking. They keep on tagging me.
Okay.
Just because we've discussed like miscarriage and all that stuff.
Okay. So, as far as the whole blackmailing him, he offered. I needed the assistance. That video was still turned over. Nothing was done about it. Cops protect their own, y'all.
Ellie, her and I had a phone call after her live. So if she did something the next day, I don't know. But that was one of my final straws on why I started distancing from her. Yes, because she said that she didn't report it, that she took the money.
So yeah, I wasn't going to allow an innocent child to not be helped. Someone unblock Sharon hates haters. She's probably not anybody that I would ever unblock, if I'm being honest. I mean, Standby needs to also agree that it's blackmail, though. And he
did.
He won't.
He did agree to it.
He did not agree to it.
There's a video on Karma at its Finest page. They went into his live and they said, are you the one that Allie blackmailed? And he said, well, yeah, pretty much. Or something like that. He was on his own live and he admitted it. And that's why whenever he came back up and then started backtracking after just admitting it, it was wild.
He has come into my live on numerous occasions saying it wasn't blackmail.
Yeah, he admitted to it. It's on TikTok somewhere out there. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you it. Hold on. I got my other phone.
I don't know if I want to hear it, if I'm being honest, Feisty. It'll just make me angry because it's not true.
Well, if you decide you want to see it, it is on that page.
Yeah, no, I believe it's there. I think it's best for my mental health to just not see it because, again, it's false. How would you have an ambulance bill on Medicaid? Guys, this was months and months and months ago. I wasn't even on Medicaid at the time. That's how. I just got on Medicaid. I'm only on pregnancy Medicaid right now. I'm not focused on the ambulance bill. That's not the issue. That's just what he had offered to pay. He reached out to me. He called me and offered to help me. That's why it would piss me off to even watch that video.
And I just want to say too, I have not been perfect for the comments that have said that, and I have never said that was perfect.
I just feel like there's a lot of double standards. Y'all, I don't keep receipts. I don't got screenshots. I don't got screen recording. I don't do that. I'm not like that. I don't, because I don't care that much.
I was going to say everything I have kept receipts for, because every time you'll go live and say that it didn't happen. And so that's why so many people are constantly about receipts. Allie, you used to be the queen of receipts.
I really never had a lot of receipts. The receipts that I have are receipts that have been sent to me via Instagram. Yes, guys, I'm still pregnant. That's not it. Yes, I'm still pregnant. Baby is doing very, very good. I just am trying to avoid high stress situations, and that's why if we can call a truce, I would love to call a truce. We don't have to be friends. That's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm wanting. I just want the talk about me to stop, and I will do the exact same thing. I will stop talking about that as well. Then don't believe me. Nobody's making you believe me.
Linda, we're literally sitting here with each other having a civil conversation. Like, no one's yelled, no one's been disrespectful. What?
I think I'm missing some of the comments. Are coming in fast.
Katie's comment is correct. Like, a lot of people, like you, if you truly are wanting to change and make amends, like, it's way more than just me.
That's what I said. Bring Michael up here. Bring Garrett up here. Bring whoever up here. If they're willing to come up here, I will unblock and have a civil conversation. I posted those messages with Garrett because he called me out for using the F slur after he had used it.
I think that
I don't know if Sharon Hates Haters has the ability to come in the box and have a civil conversation. I will unblock her and put her in the box. As soon as the disrespect starts, I will immediately drop her.
I do want to say the situation with Garrett, I think that maybe you should actually watch the lives that Kai posted on YouTube, because Garrett, and even last night, still to this day, has said, I have nothing to say negative about Allie and I never will. He even said that last night.
Yeah, and I haven't really heard him say a whole lot of negative either. What caused him to be blocked was him being in your guys' boxes, knowing what you guys have. Like, my question is, like, what is your guys' end game? That's what I've been wanting to know, because it seems like you guys don't have an end game. I'm like, is your end game for me to harm myself?
Allie, you know that I am the last person on this planet that would ever want that for anybody.
Because this has taken such a huge toll on my mental health, and I don't want it to take a toll on the baby as well. I mean, genuine question. Because I don't see what other end game there could be. Hold on, this is going to pause for a second. Again, if Sharon would like to come in the comment, or not the comment, sorry, in the box and have a civil conversation. No yelling, no attacking, no name calling, a civil conversation the way Feisty and I are right now, I will unblock her.
I want to say to what you just said about mental health. And granted, yes, you are pregnant, but I may not be pregnant, but I am a mother of 2 children. Do you think what you put me through for all of those months didn't affect me? But you didn't care when it was me, but now that it's you, it's the problem. But you never sat back and thought about all of the hurtful things that you said about me had did to me.
But I just apologized. And it's up to you to forgive. If you don't want to forgive, that's fine. But at least I can be at peace with myself. I'm not perfect. I've never claimed to be perfect. I've said a lot of things out of spite or out of anger. I have felt bad, Doodles. Me and Doodles have had conversations off this app, and I've told her I feel guilty.
And Doodles, out of all people, knows how bad you affected me for how long.
You said who knows that? I'm sorry.
Doodles, I've talked to Doodles on the phone multiple times. She is fully aware on how deep all of that put me.
But do I make that apology? Absolutely. And I plan on making changes. But just know, along with my changes, there may be mistakes along the way. Yeah, I did go for Gabby. I did bully her. And I also took accountability for that as well. And I don't even watch her anymore, nor do I discuss her. Mistakes aren't made more than once. That's actually false. Truly. Think of it as a rug addict, okay? And again, I have a trigger warning up. But think of it like that. You could get off the rugs and then you could relapse. Then be off of them and doing great, and then relapse again. I ignored Feisty. I'm sorry, Feisty, did I ignore you?
The hell, I don't know. We keep on talking about so much shit at one time. I'm also reading the comments and trying to collect my thoughts.
I haven't lied, y'all. That's the thing. I'm not a liar, and I stand by that.
I'm just going to keep my comment to myself on that one. Like I said, I have a lot of things that have happened I still have receipts on.
Have I apologized for making fun of special needs people? I've been apologizing since December, yes. I see, this is how I feel, though. I feel like by you guys showing the videos, reposting the videos, things like that, I feel like it's just triggering an entire new group of people. I don't feel like it's spreading awareness. It's just triggering people, to be honest. Especially because those are things that happened months ago that I've already taken accountability for and apologized for.
And some stuff, yes, I will agree. You have taken accountability. I haven't seen you do it, but other things I have seen you continue to do. And, you know, as far as, so hurt people, right?
Absolutely.
And for months you hurt me, and then now I came back and I have been full force. And I have never been like this on this app ever, and you know that. I have always kept my lives, my platform as positive as I ever could. And does that make it right? Absolutely not. 2 wrongs don't make a right. But I had just reached that point to where I just could not take anymore.
And that's understandable. I mean, I don't know what more I can say.
I don't think there's really anything more at this point. But like I said, if you show change, Allie, and you do better, then I absolutely have no problems laying down and leaning, away from the situation. I have no problems with that. Like, I don't want to live my life fucking hating somebody I'm never going to meet in my life. Like, I'm going to just be real. But it was just the continuing and like the mocking of the DB and then the DV and then the doubling down on it, and like, of course, that's going to do a lot for me, because that not only brings up trauma, but then it also brings into my life a lot of other emotions, grief, etc., and so that is why I have been the way that I am, but I don't like to be this person, and you should know that. Like, I've always been the person to be there for anybody whenever I can. I have opened my platform for people. I'll talk to people on the phone if they're struggling. I don't like to be this negative person. I don't live my life this way. I never said that I was a saint. I had literally just said that I definitely have done some fuck shit.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I've done my part by apologizing. I'm sorry that I triggered you in that I spoke on your DV situation and made your feelings feel invalidated. And then I'm sorry that I have spoke on you. And that's all I can really say, I guess.
And I appreciate it. I think on that note, I'll drop down. I don't know if there's really anything else that needs to be said. I think I've said everything that I needed to. You got anything else? Any questions?
I don't believe so.
Nothing that you thought that I've done that you want to ask, and I can honestly tell you if I've done it or not?
No, I'm good.
All right, have a good night.
You too, thanks. Send money to like CA. I don't even have that actually. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna hop off here. I hope y'all have a good night, and I will talk to y'all at a later.